Hello guys, I am Dr. Ganesh Balaji from Nordrhein-Westfalen. So today we are having a small session about the process involved and your doubts and all those things about coming to Germany. So I would like to ask you what doubts you have first, and then I would explain everything. I think, can you hear me guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah, super. So it will be better, I think, to take up your questions first and then talk on it and then give my inputs on it rather than me being monotonously talking about the things and all those things. I think that would be better. So if you have any questions, please ask me directly or else you can type in the chat also. I'll be looking at the chats also. Yeah.
Hi, sir. I have a, so my
झाड़ूंगा रुक जा अभी काम करो या मीटिंग सुन लूं मैं खुद ही झाड़ूंगा और रुक जा थोड़ी देर अभी
Can other please be on mute when someone is speaking? Thank you.
I
Yeah.
okay. So I had a doubt, sir. So
Yeah.
essentially, I wanted to go to Germany for my post graduation and everything.
Mhm.
And my parents had this doubt, like, let's say I finish my post graduation in Germany and I want to come back to India afterwards.
Mhm.
Like, is the
Yeah.
degree valid in India or not?
Yeah. Okay. Well, see. Okay, next question. I'll be collecting all the questions and then I'll be explaining each and every questions. No, I'll be talking about that. Next question, please. Yeah.
So to start with the process, what all things should we at least keep in mind initially? Like,
Okay, to start the process. No? Alles klar. Yeah. Yeah. And then in the chats also there are questions.
And sir, which are the common mistakes which students do during the whole process, which are very common and we can avoid?
Okay, that's a nice question. Okay. Proceed with certificate translation. Yeah. Okay. So. Okay.
Good morning, sir. I'm
Yeah. Good
Dhruti and
morning.
I'm dentist.
Hello.
Yeah. So I would like to know, is it better to apply for the FSP Training Institute and then go to Germany, or go there, learn B2 and then apply for it simultaneously?
Okay.
And
That's
also, can you please suggest few FSP uh, training institutes?
okay. FSP training is, yeah, we'll be talking on that.
Okay.
Super. Nice question. And then in the chat, quick questions.
And sir, where can we access this webinar if we want to go through them again?
I think it's being recorded by Language Pantheon. If you contact them, you will get a input on this video, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. The states to for FSP exam, yeah. Time. Test stuff. I think I don't have any good knowledge on test stuff by because someone has asked you about test stuff. 1 second. Yeah, because it isn't relevant for doctors who are coming to Germany. I think Ritesh has asked about it. Yeah, sorry Ritesh, I can't talk on that because I'm not good at it. I don't have a good knowledge about it. Sorry.
So, and also about the
Yeah.
funding, sir, for FSP courses.
Yeah, sure. I'll be talking on that definitely. Today I wanted to talk on that because the
Thank you.
MBBS in Russia. Yeah. Banff, yeah. Okay. Elk. Yeah, there are enough questions. I think we can start on it. So the first question was the PG and the validity if we are coming back to India. Mm, the thing is, to be uh, very clear, PG is not valid in the sense our PG degree is not recognized in India, but you can work in a private institute, in the sense Apollo or something. There are doctors who have done PG in Germany and they are working now in Apollo, MGM, and all those hospitals. But the thing is, you can't work in a university. You can't work as an assistant professor or a professor or something, because that will be coming under a controlled government body, because the education system and all those, because of the education system, all those things, it will come into a government governing or a government body. So you can't do that. But yeah, there are people who are working, and there are a lot of drafts that are going on now to get PG valid in India, German PG valid in India. So I think uh, in future it can be or it may not be, but I can't solidly say that it will be valid in the future. But yeah, there are possibilities of getting it valid, but for now it's not valid. But you can work as a private doctor in private institutes. Things. So the second question was approbation, which is the state that can be done preferable. Entschuldigung? Can others please be on it if you don't have questions? Thank you. Yeah. Approbation and the states most suitable for approbation. It's like, yeah, it's not like everyone. The period I'm here for 1.5 years now, and in this time period, I have a lot of friends, colleagues who have been giving approbation, and everyone has a different experience. So, a colleague from me had given it in Münster. Münster is considered to be the most hardest approbation center in Germany, and he passed it easily. And the others had different experience with Münster, and some had different experience with Bayern. But there are a lot of states like Baden-Württemberg and Saarland. They have easy approbation, as of I heard, but I haven't experienced it personally. But yeah, I can only say that Münster is very, very hard to crack, because of not because of the knowledge or something, but it's because of the committee there, I can say. Because like there are a lot of groups in Telegram. You can obviously, I can put a link also here for FSP preparation and all those things. They share their experience after the exam, and also after KP also they share their experience in exam, and it seems to be pretty uh, mentally tiring. So what the people are doing there, the committee is doing that. That's the main reason. Rather knowledge wise, I think everyone can crack, but yeah, Münster is something different. I can only say that from this point of view. And yeah, the next question is to start the process. What are the minimum documents to have to start the process? I would say there's a checklist given by the government there from the Münsterregierung and all those things in NRW. But I would say it will be B1 certificate or A2 certificate, some language certificate, and police clearance certificate and all those things. When you have most of the things in the hand, you can start the translation process. And for translation, I would recommend two. I think I did my translation with Diana. And my experience was quite good, and she's till now in touch with me. Further, when you come to Germany, you will need some documents to be translated again and again. So you can use Diana's contact again and again. She'll be always available. But at that time, at this point of time, I think she's busy. But you can always contact her, and the rates are also reasonable. How other translators do, and yeah. Translation wise, yeah. For translation, I would always recommend to have police clearance certificates and good contact certificates with you, because it's valid only for 3 months. So get it just before you send your documents for translation. Once you get it again, you immediately send it to Münster, or else Diana can directly send from. She sent it for me to Münster directly. I didn't send the documents to Münster. Further documents, required documents only, I sent it from India to Münster. Yeah. And so FSP Training Center, I would like to talk on that. Yeah. The most efficient way to find a FSP center, I would say, is like we will be getting the contact of an Ansprechpartner or someone. I think people in NRW need to get a Standortvermerk, and for this Standortvermerk, you need to contact the Agentur für Arbeit. I can put a website for Agentur für Arbeit in the chat. 1 second. I'll do that now. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. I'll put this website in the chat. You can go there. For the people, Standortvermerk for documentation process. Standortvermerk is nothing but it's like a document given from Agentur for Make It in Germany people, telling that you have the desire to work in this place, particular place in Germany. It's like a validation from this, like the people from Make It in Germany. And yeah, for the funding, then when you're talking with this Make It in Germany, you will get a partner where you can ask your doubts and all those things. What I did is I asked them, can you suggest me centers in FSP training centers and all those things? Then they sent me uh, yeah. Then they
वो मेरा पर्सन में देख पूरा देख चुका है
iPhone XS, can you please be on mute? Yeah. And I asked the Ansprechpartnerin the list of the FSP training centers, and they sent me a very big list, very voracious list of the centers in Germany, and they also sent me which are being funded by BAMF and not being funded by BAMF. So this funding, when this funding comes into play, we are funded by BAMF, BAMF. What they will do is you guys don't have to do anything. You just call the center and you ask them, I want to enroll in your I'm a doctor, I want to enroll in your institute, and tell me how it goes with the BAMF and funding. And what they will do is, for me, I have done my FSP training in Sprachwerkstatt. That is in Paderborn, Nordrhein-Westfalen. So there they told me,
Dr. Ganesh?
Yeah, please.
Hello?
Yeah.
What is this FSP and this company? What is the process for dentists to do the job? And first of all, let me know what is FSP? Is it some sort of exam to clear the dentist sort of examination equivalent or what?
Yeah, can you please type your question fully? I'm talking about each and every questions. I'll come to your question also, no?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. So, picking on with it, yeah. So, once I just called them and asked them, and they were like, okay, you just need to pay registration fees of 50 euros, and then you have to come here once this BAMF thing is that. So once we come here in Germany, then only it gets activated. It's like it's once we are here, then they will start the process of funding and all those things. So I had to wait for 1 week or something, and then I got my funding and I started on with my classes. And yeah, some institutes ask you to pay the fees, and they'll tell you they will reimburse it, but I don't have any particular specific personal experience with the reimbursement and all those things. This is how my institute functions. Yeah. And yeah, there are also other institutes where my friends have done that. The BAMF is pretty solid, I can say. They fund the courses and all those things. But they ask the requirements of having a B2, yeah, and also, yeah, I think only B2 is the requirement, and also like your degree certificate and all those things. In my institute, I had to give an exam of B2 exam once more. I have done it already in Goethe. I have to give a B2 exam once more because it was 3 months old. So I gave an exam spontaneously. I had to write an exam on B2, and then once they were satisfied with me, they further proceeded with my BAMF documentation. So that is with the BAMF and funding. Funding, I think mostly you will be getting your funding. I also have people from other countries, my friends from other countries. I can, yeah, for example, from Russia and all those things, they are getting their funding from B1 course. But the thing is, in India, the problem is I think they are not issuing any more language visas. These language visas are called 16F visas. So this 16F visas, I think we are not getting anymore. We are only getting 16D visas, 16D or 16E, I think, more specifically. 16D and 16E, you have to have a B2 certificate with us to get this B2 or B1 at least. Yeah. And the preparation part. What time is the right time to come here to start the language and all those things? Preferably, I have seen people who have come with B1 here and then doing their B2 further and then C1 medicine. Their language and their knowledge and the way of using the language is pretty more in a, what can we say, in a German way, rather than people directly coming here doing B2 with B2 and then doing directly C1. But yeah, from B1 to C1 medicine takes lot of time, rather than like if you already have a B2 and you're directly doing a C1, it's going to take only 4 months to clear a FSP, 4 or 5 months to clear a FSP. And what can I not try? We'll see the questions. Yeah, mistakes. What are the mistakes people do
मम्मी
commonly?
कॉल आया जा रहा है आपका, आया जा रहा है, काट दिया 4 बार, फिर भी आया जा रहा है। कोई हाँ कंपनी नंबर है।
Yeah, 100 numbers. Yeah, this time period of giving KP is very different, I would say, because each have their own experience, working experience, and each have their priorities. So it all depends on how fast you want to give your KP. So this KP thing is like, it depends on, it's more of medical knowledge rather than German knowledge, and how fast you're understanding the German health system. So it's like, we have worked in a different way in India. Yep. 1 second, sorry. We have worked in a different way in India, and now adapting to the German system takes time. But yeah, and also for this preparation, there are a lot of platforms to prepare for KP now, Medidose and all those things. And if you find the right time and you want to give it quickly, yeah, you can definitely go for it. But yeah, in NRW, it takes time because it's pretty hard. You have to be well prepared to give your exam in Münster, rather than yeah, other than that, I think it's more of how fast you want to complete the KP and how fast you want to proceed with the PG, we can say. And also, the disadvantage of being in Berufsverlobnis, the thing is, like, after FSP, we will be getting Berufsverlobnis. With the Berufsverlobnis, there are hospitals which pay only 75% of our salary, monthly salary. It's like, for example, if you're getting 3,000 euros or something, 4,000 euros or something, then you will be paid only 75% of that when you have only a Berufsverlobnis. There are hospitals, but there are also many hospitals which pay the complete salary, basic salary for doctors, starting salary for doctors. That's one disadvantage of being in Approbation, FSP, Berufsverlobnis. And we are actually, with FSP, we are restricted. We can't do blood transfusions and all those things. For blood transfusion, you need to have a person who has approbation with you. He has to sign it. You have to overlook it and all those things. There are some restrictions, but overall, it's going to be a, what can we say? It's going to be like a PG, but your the main disadvantage in being in FSP is like your PG is not going to be counted. That's like 2 years of working and your PG won't be counted. You have to do 2 more years. Yeah, that's the one bigger disadvantage. But I would say it's all personal preference. How long you have to work, how long you have to be here. And yeah, the, the MBBS in Russia. I'm not to be honest, I'm not very good at people from coming from Russia and all those things. I don't have a lot of experience to tell on that. And yeah, probably I think I would talk to Sir Anuj sir to do a special webinar for people coming from Russia and who are already here. Through these people, I think it would be better advice to give rather than me talking about that. Can we start documentation process provisions? One person, digital person, how to secure a job. Yeah, securing a job is uh, it's very it's very different, we can say. So for people completing MBBS and pursuing German career, some might get lucky, and once we can start applying for jobs once we start our process and all those things, we can start from India. But the probability of getting them will be low. But for people who are already specialists here in India and they are done cardiology or urology and all those things, they might get easily a place filler in German hospitals. So once you get this place, you can start applying the preferred state. You can start applying once you get this place or once you get this job, you have to do a hospitation. Hospitation is like an observership. You have to go there. You have to be with the doctors. You have to see what they're doing. You can work with them. They will definitely be happy to give you works to see how you're doing. And once the chef, that's the HOD of the department, is impressed with you, or else he likes your work, he'll be saying, okay, finish your FSP and you can work here definitely. And then that's how you secure a job, I think. By with Germans, it's so once they say once they give a word, it's like it's like a bond. They won't change that. Once they have told, they have told. It's been I have experienced this in my journey. It's been like that. I also here in Paravon, I was doing my language. During that time, I did a hospital in cardiology, and the chef was like, "You can come after you get your license." And so I'm doing my cardiology in Padavon. It's like that. Once they tell, they'll get it done.
Hello,
And
sir.
yeah, it's definitely easy to get a hospitation once you're in Germany. If you're going to be in living near the hospital or something, you can directly call them and ask. You can just mail them and you can call them, ask. Have they sent an email? I need a hospital, and they will be glad to help you. And keep your online
Hello, sir.
resources.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Sir, is it necessary to do hospitation after FSP course?
Yeah, that's a nice question. It all depends on how quick you have to complete your exam and what are the needs you have. My language course was like for 6 months. It was pretty long, but we did everything elaborately. Actually, we did everything elaborately. So every system elaborately, every cases elaborately, and all those things. And during that process, I felt okay. I'm confident with the subject, but I want to talk more. So then I did hospital. It all depends on how ready we are, and hospitation will definitely help. First point, hospitation will definitely help to improve our language, to understand the German system, and third, to get a job also. You know what they expect there, and if we are lucky, we can get the job at the same place, or else definitely we are going to after FSP we are going to get a job definitely. That's
Okay,
one thing.
sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
And yeah, I would suggest to give you a language course, hospitation after the language course or during the language course. If your language course, most of the language courses I have seen are for 2 months or 3 months. I think 2 to 3 months we will be getting used to German. What can we say? Environment and all those things. But like after 2 to 3 months, I think I wouldn't be completely ready to give a FSP. I would say yeah, I can do hospitation for 2 more months. After 4 months, I can give an FSP and clear it off. Because hospitation, coming to hospitation, they are going to give you food. They are going to you are going to learn there, and also they are going to give you a most of the hospitals give you a accommodation also. So if you're going to get all these two things, food and accommodation, then I think it's not going to be a problem for us to proceed with hospitation for 2 more months or 3 more months. I would say in that point.
Okay,
Uh,
sir. Okay, sir.
yeah.
So after the FSP course, we should do hospitation, then we have to go for the exam. Is it
Yeah,
like
I,
that?
I wouldn't say mandatory, but I would say it will enhance your performance in exam.
Okay,
Because
sir.
yeah, I learned a lot of things which I didn't learn in the course in
Okay.
hospitation, and it helped me during exam. That's my personal experience. But there are also people who have come directly, done only FSP preparation course, and also have the cracked exam. So that's how. Um, it also depends on the exam center where you're giving. So for example, there are two exam centers in Nordrhein-Westfalen, Düsseldorf and Münster. They both
Sir,
are
I
like,
have applied in Baden-Württemberg, and some people are saying they are taking a lot of time for giving their DB. I got my Eingang in September, and I don't know when will I get my DB, but I'm just studying my language now. So
okay. Oh, yeah,
is it is
it
it
also
like that,
depends.
sir? Is it like that they take a lot of time? Because one person who is in this language group only, means LP doctors group, she is telling that she is waiting since March 2023.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
is it
Sometimes the
like that?
documentation, yeah. There's no fixed time. How quick we get, how late we get, I don't know. Because, uh, for example, what happened with me is that after FSP, I waited for around 3 months to 4 months to get my license in my hand. Because what happened is that they misplaced my document and it went somewhere else. And then I had to go directly to Munster to ask them what is happening with you guys. I'm not getting my license at all. My hospital is waiting for me. And they were like, okay, sorry, we misplaced and you will get it. And within a week, I got my license after waiting for 3 months.
Okay, sir.
So it all depends on who is your who's responsible for you, which office staff is responsible for
Means
you.
the person who has sent the Eingang.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay, sir.
That's kind of, and it's very, very, very. It's not reliable at all. It's very different. It's very different. There, you will be getting the documents very quickly, back and back to back, and suddenly you won't be getting your documents. And if you see, she would have resigned, or she would have gone in a maternity leave, or she would have gone in a urlaub, and all those things.
Okay,
There are a
sir.
lot of things
Got
in
it, sir.
Germany like this. So yeah,
Okay, sir. Thank you,
it's
sir.
not reliable at all. Yeah, no problem.
Okay, sir.
India.
So you said
Yeah,
it's better if we come there and take B2 courses.
yeah.
So how long would it take for us to finish B2 course and then FSP course, sir?
Um, P2 courses, the institute I know, they take it for 3 months, 2 to 3 months. But uh, yeah, you can come here without B2, but you won't be, I think you won't be eligible for giving a B2, I think. Because when you're coming in a language visa, you will be doing your B2 and then B1, B2, and then C1. But if you're coming in a 16D or 16E visa, you will be directly giving your B2. Sorry, C1 medicine. And if you want to do B2, I think you have to pay for that. Um, and here, B2 courses cost around, I think, in my institute, that is around 3,000 to 3,500 euros. I don't know about Goethe. I haven't looked at it. But yeah, here in my institute, it costs around 3,000 to 3,500 euros. I have personal experience of friends who have coming here from other countries and they paid for this course and they are doing it. So it's pretty costly here, and I I think with our visas we won't be eligible for a funding for B2 course. I think, but you can definitely call the institutes and you can ask them definitely, because I haven't done that. I don't have a personal experience with that, but you can definitely go through one time.
So
Sir, what is the average cost for FSP course? In Is it same in every state or different in different areas?
Yeah, that's where funding comes into play. Once you get your funding, you won't have to pay a single penny. You don't have to pay it. I didn't pay anything. And yeah, in other states it will vary. Other states it will vary. Uh, in other states also there are fundings. And so once unless and until you get funding, it will be free. But once your funding is not there, you have to pay. And paying costs around 2,000 to 4,500 euros. And this it comes in this average, 2,000 to 4,500 euros FSP courses.
So,
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
you would suggest us to finish B2 in India and then go to Germany, or
Yeah, it will speeden up your process, because the ideology here is uh, uh, while doing your B2 you can work in India, so it will count on your work experience. You'll be getting a work experience, and then coming here you can just give it off. You can give your FSP in 4 months and then you start working.
Sir,
Yeah,
after B2, how much, like, if we don't have C1, can we do FSP course directly? How much time will it take? Like, because I
definitely. You
have booked
don't.
my FSP course in June and I'm done with B2. So will it be possible to prepare for FSP in these 4 5 months?
Yeah, definitely more than enough, I would say. Which state are you in?
Sir, actually, I applied for Munich. I also have a hospitation there, but my 16D visa is not arriving yet. Like, it's getting late.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. You can start your preparations, and with I think preparation plus hospitation will help you. Definitely. 4 5 months, definitely one can crack FSP, I would say. It's all
Sir,
about.
in that case, if we are
Yeah.
in India and we are doing an online course of
Mm-hmm.
Munich, like institute in Munich,
Yeah.
so of course we'll pay from our side. That's fine. But then oppositely, we also save on the rent and everything, right? Then it's very way too comfortable sitting in India and doing
Yeah.
FSP and everything. And I've already done B2. Then it
Okay.
becomes easy.
Mm-hmm.
What way will you suggest? Like going there and doing the whole process like how
Yeah.
everyone does, or which is the better way?
I would suggest to come here. So, yeah, saving money and all those things is one side, but our whole purpose is here, coming here, is to improve our German. That's the main thing. So once you are here, once we are here, the whole environment is going to be German. Whatever we see is going to be in German. Whatever we are going to talk is going to be in German. People here, they can speak English, but not everyone can speak English. So it's going to be, our conversations are going to be in German. And then our pronunciation, our way of talking, the Umgangssprache. What Umgangssprache is, that what patients speak, what normal people speak. We will be exposed to that. It will be difficult for us to understand that in the beginning, but once we are here for 3 4 months, it starts coming in automatically. We'll be understanding everything. It will be coming automatically, and the spontaneity will be start coming here. But if we are in India, it's going to be, yeah, we'll be learning everything. We'll have the knowledge, but the way to express it is going to be, it's not going to be the way they expect. It's going to be our way. So I would suggest coming here will be more far better than staying in India, because we'll be changing ourselves, we'll be adapting ourselves and all those things. It takes time. That's why.
Yes, so that's the thing. Like I've just
Yeah.
gave my B2 yesterday, so I haven't received the result yet. So the thing is, should I wait for like the deficit based and everything? I've not done it, so it will usually take me around easily 4 months. So in this
Mm-hmm.
4 months, should I start with C1 or take up an FSP course online? Which is a better way?
Um, I would say C1 is going to be pretty dry and also heavy. I would say you can start with FSP preparation. If you have a foreknowledge of what's going to be there in the course and all those things, it will give a upper hand for you guys. Because C1, we won't be learning C1 medicine, we'll be learning. We won't be learning C1 in our FSP course. And then the C1 medicine, it's going to be body parts and German, how they are called in German, how they are called in Latin. Because the big difference, what I saw here, apart from learning German medicine, is that people use Latin here. And we are not exposed to Latin that much. We will be doing English terms in India. And once we are coming here, it's all going to be in Latin and German. So start with FSP preparation. Just start doing this basic things in medicine and all those things, I would say, because rather than going to C1 German, we can definitely do C1 German later also. But FSP, for FSP preparations, what we require now, I would say, yeah, B2 is more than enough for passing FSP. That I would say, this knowledge with B2 and the language with B2 and the vocabulary with B2 is more than enough. We just need to focus on FSP, then yeah, it helps us with FSP exam and all those things. I would say, yeah, better to do with FSP preparation.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I had a question, sir. If you're trying for Bayern, then which place and all should we choose for FSP and all?
Bayern, I'm actually in NRW, and I can suggest in NRW. But yeah, for Bayern also, I would say again with Ansprechpartner centers and all those things. Uh, and also there's a website, I think, a website in, yeah, this Make It in Germany website, I what have posted there. For doctors, there are websites, there's a statistics showing how many places are there, free places are there in Bayern, how many doctors are required and all those things, the cost of living, all those things. They have put a tabular column and they have showed it beautifully. You can refer that. But in the sense, speaking about Bayern and the process, I'm not very sure with that. I think the people who have done it Bayern can give a better input on that.
So,
Yes,
like
and
once we have booked a FSP course and sent the mail, like selecting the month that we want to give it in, they haven't replied to the mail back. So, is it something that will come on later, or like?
yeah, it takes time. It takes time. For some people, it takes time. For some centers, it takes time because
Okay.
everything works through mail in here in Germany, and they take time. And if you're not getting a reply soon, you can directly call them. You can directly call them, talk to them.
Okay, okay,
They'll
fine.
be can say
Ask
it's
Ram.
urgent for me and all those things. They will do it probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
And sir, one more last doubt I have, like visa, is there something related to this Bayern visa, that visas are not coming in? It is getting 3-4 months delayed. Is it some problem that is going on? Should be worried about it, or like we should wait?
How as far as I know, I think there's nothing going on that's going to be a disadvantage for us. Uh, there are a lot of drafts that are coming in from the German government, but all are like an advantage position for us. And Bayern, as far as I know, I don't think there's a problem, because I have a colleague who's working there in Bayern. Yeah, till now there's not any problem for them. Yeah. It's normal. I think it's the normal German bureaucracy that we are experiencing. Yeah, it takes always more than 3 months, 4 months, and all those things. Yeah, it takes time.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Guten Morgen.
Yeah. Guten Morgen. Yeah.
Um, it's me, Dr. Pranjali here, and right now I'm in Noise NRW, and I'm applying for NRW here. So I have a question regarding Ausländer like
Yeah.
translated documents. Is it necessary to get our translated documents to be attested from here, Ausländer
So translated documents, in the sense you're talking about there are in the list what they have given in NRA, there are specifications that these documents has to be attested. Is when your document, when the document you're mentioning, it stays in this specific criterion that it has to be attested, then you can get it attested in Ausländer Behörde, definitely.
Okay, and you had to also do that the same thing?
No, they didn't ask me any documents that has to be attested here in Germany. I'd done everything there in my VFS in India. I attested my documents in VFS. I just sent them here.
Okay, and what about passport as well? Like they require the attested passport copy as well
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
Ausländer Behörde?
Not from Ausländer Behörde. That all the attestation things I did it in India, because I did it in VFS and I sent it to them, and then from VFS, from VFS it goes to the consulate. Consulate attest, like consulate is the Ausländer Behörde for us in India. So they are going to attest the documents, and they're going to send it back to us, and then we send it from here in India. And here is so you go to Ausländer Behörde, get it attested, get it back, and then send it from here. Same process, but I've done it in India.
Okay, and one last thing, sir, like about FSP term for appointment date. I have done my medicine course from Bulgaria, so it comes under European Union. So, does the time interval differs for European and non-Europeans?
Yeah, the time interval differs because you will be getting your approbation once you pass your FSP. You don't have to give your approbation.
Yes, yes, that I know. Like I'm just talking about the term in the exam appointment date.
No. It's all common.
Okay.
But I would say apply it how fast as possible, as fast as possible you can, because I did my medicine course for 6 months, then I applied for the termine. Well, that's the mistake I did. Coming on to that, and then I had to wait for 3 months for the termine. Only for the termine I had to wait for 3 months. This 3 months I was doing hospitation, but yeah, this 3 months I was convinced. Oh, I was only preparing. I didn't know when my exam will be. And after 3 months I got the date, and it was 2 months from the date of getting the termine. 2 months from that, so it's going to be 5 months. It took me 5 months to give the exam again. So that's the mistake I did.
Okay,
As
actually
apply
I'm
as
here.
possible. Yeah.
Okay, actually I'm here. I have done my German course, like for my TEL preparation till B2
Mm-hmm.
here. So right now I'm
Yeah.
currently doing B2 from here.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, you
Okay.
will suggest that I should get admitted in for FSP course, right?
Yeah, C1 medicine, FSP course. And once you start when you start the FSP course, also apply for the exam. And they will ask you when is the preferable time for you to give the exam. You can definitely say, and when is preferable for you, you can fix the time and you can get the term in show.
Okay, sir. And about the like language visa does not extend after 1 year here. It's the rule.
Yeah. After, if it's going to get expired, you can go to Ausland Beyoda and they will be changing your visa.
Like after getting the term in appointment, you are saying?
The Ablaufsdatum, there will be a period of time where your visa is going to get expired. If it's going to get expired before you're giving the exam, then you can go to Ausland Behoda. They will be changing your visa. I don't know what specifically they will change, but they will change your visa. They will extend your visa, something. Yeah, they will extend your visa. If you're giving an exam and you're going to pass your exam before this expiry date of your visa, then directly you'll be getting your blaue card. Blaue card in the sense blue card. You will be directly getting blue card. That's the process here.
Okay, sir. Because I haven't done my B2 exam till now for the TEL. And I'm applying for NRW. I have sent my documents, few of the documents already. So I'm just waiting like how to proceed with that. So I had confusion related with that. So
That's the process. Whole process. Once you come to NRW, start with the course and also apply for the exam. That would be the best advice I can give you, because it takes a lot of time now in NRW to get your documents, and also there's a lot of applications that are coming in. So yeah, there are a lot of chances that our documents can be delayed. So as fast as possible is better.
And one more, sir, like from which institute you have done, like you have just said, like BAMF have funded this.
Yeah, I'll send the institute's link down there. 1 second.
Yeah, actually, I was not able to see that.
Die Sprachwerkstatt. I didn't send it. I'm sending it now. It's in Paragon, Nordrhein-Westfalen. I just put a Google link there.
You had previously shared a link, but I can't see it in the chat box. Can you just send it?
At the end of our video, I'll send all the links once more. That will be better because the questions will be stopped and then you guys can focus on the links. That's the location of the Schule, and website will be there in the location. I've just sent you guys that. And yeah, here there's a question: we wouldn't be paid. Yeah, hospitality. Yeah, we wouldn't be paid, but we'll be getting a free food and free accommodation. That's the way of paying the Germans paying us during hospitation. Yeah.
Sir, on the topic of hospitation itself, how
Yeah.
do you get? You talked about the accommodation and the food being included. How does one get that loaded thing? And number two, when do we get it? For example, when do we apply for it? Because we don't know when we'll be arriving there because of the visa times. when we'll be going there.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah,
they'll
yeah,
ask us next year July 25 you should be here and we don't get our visa, like how do we manage the timeline also, when and how basically to
yeah.
get the whole
Yeah.
loaded hospitality?
Understood. Main thing I would suggest here is hospitation. In the sense, speaking about the hospitation, what we are going to do in the hospitation, that's important. Hospitation, we are going there to talk to the patients, to improve our language. 3, understanding what they are speaking. Patients are speaking, understanding what the doctors are speaking, understanding how the German system is there. For this, I would say main thing is German and also medicine German. That's why I would say start applying hospitation once you are near to the end of your FSP course. So if you're planning to do hospitation, that's the best time to do. After the course is the best time to do. So one more time, a colleague for me, he had done hospitation before doing this course, FSP course, and after doing this FSP course. The difference he saw is like he was able to understand more, learn more, improve his language more. Because without knowing medicine German, it's going to be very difficult for us to sit in. Morning there will be this team meeting, Besprechung heißt das. So we'll be talking about the patients, what is the plan for today's patient for today, and what we're going to do with this patient, what we can do for that patient, and all those things. That time is going to be full and full medical German. One and only if we know this medicine German, we'll be able to understand that. That time also it will be difficult for us to understand, but we will be understanding 50-60% of what they're speaking. So that's very important, I would say. So I would say first apply hospitation. Once we finish B2 course or doing FSP course or doing FSP course, while doing FSP course, that will be very helpful. This accommodation and all those things comes automatically. We don't have to ask them, but we have to only tell them, just I need this and this. And finding hospitation is hospitation. The chance of getting a hospitation is more and more probable when we are staying in Germany and we are applying for the hospitals near us in the sense 30 kilometers, 40 kilometers circle, kreis. Hospitals, when we are applying in the city adjacent to our city and all things, we have the high possibility of getting a hospitation. And also it's a very tenacious process, I would say. We have to apply for 20-30 hospitals, but we won't be getting replies. Next, what is the next step? If you're not getting replies, take your phone, call them, tell them, I'm so and so, I'm a doctor, I'm now waiting for my license, I would like to do a hospitation in your hospital. I have already sent a mail, I'm very interested, I have seen your hospital in your website. Yeah, it has, like, I like that hospital and I like your department. Please, I would like to do a hospitation there. I will already sent a mail. Sometimes they will connect you directly to the chef. You can talk to the chef. Second thing, they will say, okay, please tell me your name or email ID. They will find out an email, they will print it, they will go to the chef, they will talk to the chef. It all goes through secretary here. They will have, definitely there will be secretary for every department. So it will go. I got my hospitation like that. I called them, I asked them, then they were like, oh sorry, we didn't see your mail, and then they replied spontaneously. That's the one way of getting hospitation. Yeah.
So can I
Yep.
do hospitation in any kind of praxis?
No. I would. I also, yeah. I also tried for that. On coming here, I tried for getting my hospitation. Tried to get trained in a praxis, but it doesn't go like that. Doesn't go like that. They say praxis are usually, they say, yeah, that's only for people who are doing house arts training. House arts training, you have to do 3 years of medicine and 1 year of house praxis training. That goes for only people who are doing house arts training. So without a license, I don't think we will be able to do a hospitation in praxis. But for people
Actually,
who are, yeah, please, yeah.
My brother has his own praxis in
Mhm.
neurology department.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
is it okay to do it?
Yeah, absolutely. Then it's going to be fine. If your brother or anyone who knows you are there and they I tell you to just come and, yeah, you can sit with me, you can do these things, so then it's going to go. I try because I didn't know anyone here. I just randomly went to the practices in my city, and I asked them. It didn't work out for me.
Okay. Vielen Dank, sir, for
So
all my
it would
queries.
be,
No problem. No problem.
it
Yeah.
would be suggested to start applying for hospitations from India itself
Mm,
because it takes time also to get
yeah,
approved.
yeah, definitely. But uh, I do apply to hospital for the same hospital I have applied from India. I didn't get a reply. It's like see, some hospitals are okay with that, but some hospitals see that yeah, you are in India, you have to come to Germany. They see your curriculum, then they see okay, you have to do your C1, still C1 medicine, still you have to get a license and all those things. It's going to take a long process for you to get the license, and they'll be like okay, not this point of time, later. They think like that. So I would suggest start applying once you come to Germany. It's not going to make a big difference, but yeah, the probability of getting a hospital when you're in Germany is more, I would say.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Thank you. And I also
Yeah.
want to ask that I've heard from a few like doctors from our group itself who talk about going to Mulheim for like
Mulheim.
they land in Mulheim itself because Ausländer behold something that process is easier. Could you, if you know about it, could you please elaborate on that?
Mm. Mulheim, I haven't heard from it. I don't have any colleagues from there.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't have a lot of knowledge on Mulheim. Sorry, because like if I know, I would have definitely told. I don't have any knowledge on Mulheim for now.
Okay. No
Yeah, I
problem,
can
sir.
definitely look
Just
it look up for it.
another
Yeah, I
thing.
can. With that?
Another thing I want to ask that BAM funded, we all want to like get a BAM funded course. What do you think is the ideal timeline? What you can do from India itself? You cannot get it directly because one has to go to
Yeah.
Germany to apply for it. But what
Yeah.
can you do meanwhile being in Germany for that to happen from our side?
You're asking me in the sense, what can we do when coming after coming to Germany to get the BAM funding? Are you asking me or?
While being in India and
Mhm.
coming to Germany, like both ways.
Yeah. That doesn't BAMF is like a automatic process, I would say. If we are clearing every our documentation here in India and we are getting a visa going there, finished. You will get your BAMF funding. There's nothing going to be counted on. The main dependent factor for BAM funding is our visa. Once we get our visa, we are going to go there and we are going to get the funding there. There's nothing we can specifically do to get the BAM funding. BAM full form itself is Bundesagentur für Migration und Flüchtlinge. So it's one and only for people who are coming to Germany, trying to come to Germany and settling here. They will be they all have our documents already. They'll take all our documents from the government. They know, so there's nothing we have to specifically do to get BAM's attention. So it's like come to Germany and it's finished. Yeah. From India, I don't think it will work. We can't directly talk to BAMF, I think. From institutions also,
Right.
the institute
For
will
example,
directly speak to BAMF. Yeah. Please.
Hello, Dr.
okay.
Ganesh.
For
Yeah.
example, that sometimes we don't get when we are coming there according to our visa. For example, July next year, there might not be any BAM funded courses at that time along that time. So,
Yeah.
like some I have heard people from India, what they do is take like registration letter for some other what do you say institute, get visa,
Yeah.
and then go for BAM. What is that process? Could you
Yeah.
like go into detail about it?
Yeah, that's a nice question. I also experienced this recently from a friend. Like, yeah, you can do that. But the thing is, if you are going to get a registration from institute here, uh, for your course before and all those things, that institute's name will be printed on your visa. You must be careful about that. And then you have to go there to Germany, cancel this institute, then ask for that institute was what can we say, BAM funding institute, to give you another registration letter. You have to go to Ausländerbehörde and change it. I think it goes in that way. Because the name of the institute will stay on our what can we say, Aufenthaltstitel, the card we are going to get, and also in our visa. So I think
Correct. So
yeah,
what
yeah,
do
yeah.
you think?
Please, what's your discussion?
No, please go on. Please go
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Hello, sir.
I don't have an exact opinion on that because I haven't done that. And second thing is like for some it might work out, but for some it might not. I don't know what problems might come from that, or there's not going to be any problem. But yeah, but I can't exactly comment on that. But yeah, there are people who have done that. I have the knowledge that there are people who have done that. What you're exactly saying. If you want to come quickly to Germany, yeah, you can do that definitely. And also,
What do
yeah,
you think is the better other way that you'd suggest to get the BAM funding? Like how should one go about it?
yeah, that's what I said. BAM funding you're going to get anyways and how. The question what you have put forth is, what if I'm getting the BAM funding, but the course is starting at a later date? Um, my course also started at a later date. Once I came to Germany, I waited for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, something, and after that, my course started because there wasn't available slots for me in that course. I would suggest, yeah, you can definitely just 1 month or something. You can wait because your visa is going to probably get extended because when your course is starting late, they're going to give a new registration letter for you again. So with that letter, we can extend our visa. So that's not going to be a problem. But yeah, the blocked amount and all those things, yeah, it's going to be getting spended for 1 month more and all those things. But yeah, I would suggest wait and do rather than initially taking these steps. But because if we are in India, it's not going to be a problem at all. Totally not a problem at all. But here, I would say not to not to make an impression of what to say, doing this, doing that, and all those things because everything is counted. If we are going to get a citizenship here, they will take our documents from the first and then look it through. So I would say always to keep a clear picture, always to give a clear picture so that it will be easy for us to process our documents whenever possible. Whenever they're going to take our documents and look, okay, yes, he has come, he has done this, done that, fair dish. And there must not be any questions what can be put forth, what we are not able to answer, and all those things. I would suggest it better.
Okay, that'll be really- and ask for example, like to get a visa, we have to show them an FSP course letter,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we can't get that from BAMF because we have to go there. Correct? Then what do we do? Like it's a catch-22 situation. How
Yeah,
do
yeah,
we
that's what I
produce an
told. That's
FSP
what I
letter?
told. Even if your course is BAM funded, you can get your registration from this institute. What I did in my institute, what my institute did is I called them. They told me it is completely BAM funded. You don't have to pay, but you have to pay a registration fees of 50 euros. Once I sent us 50 euros to them, they sent me a registration letter that Ganesh has uh, uh, my name and he's coming to Germany for this course at this point of time. That's all. With this, I got this. I gave it to the government, our government and consulate, and they gave me the visa. I went there. That's all. Finished. So even though it's not you're not getting the funding immediately, you can get the registration with this thing. You can pay a part of the not a part, a little bit of fee for that for this registration certificate, and you can get it from them from this institute. You don't get it from BAMF, but you get it from the institute funded by BAMF.
Okay, clear, clear. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Just one last
No problem.
question before
Yeah.
I leave you to it.
Mhm.
So I just want to ask that can we start our application process with while being in B1? For example, I've heard
Definitely.
In
Mm-hmm.
Bayern, there's a time limit that is imposed on you after you get your Anhörung. If I get my Anhörung, let's say I apply today and 1 month or 2 months down the line, I get my Anhörung, and then they put a time limit on me within which I have to complete all my deficits in the Anhörung. So, if B2 language is also a part of that, how would one like produce that in the 2 months? So would you suggest by that one should wait to start applying, like in B2 itself, or
Yeah, yeah. I would say start your translation process and everything, collect your documents, keep collecting everything and all those things. Um, Once you start your B2, definitely you can start sending your documents to the government because B2 will last for 3 to 4 months, I think. 4 months with language Manthan it's going to be 3 to 4 months. B2.1, B2.2 together and with exams, all those things, it will come to 6 months. You start translation, start collecting your documents, start getting your standard again too far away, you don't need for buy-in. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, start the process. Don't keep it fresh till you come to B2. Start the process. Get this, talk to the translator, pay them, get this thing, get the thing on all those things. And once you reach B2, start sending the documents. You will get your reply definitely in 3-4 months. And once Annurum comes, yeah, you can definitely go for your next step. That time you will be ripe in B2. I will be waiting only for your B2 exam or those things. Definitely you can get it done
But
at
that
that time.
time limit thing is a real thing, right? It can be imposed on you, or it would be cancelled if you are not able to produce it in that given timeline.
That's very different with people, because I had a colleague who had done B2. She had done it more than a year ago, this B2 exam. And then
Okay.
she got the visa and all those things. She's completely all right with it. She didn't have any problems with that. So yeah,
Okay.
that there are a lot of things coming up. Recently, I had a friend who had this Gutachten problem. This Gutachten is Gleichwertigkeit, proving that our MBBS is equivalent to a German MBBS. There is a process, but it costs a lot. It costs around 4,500 euros, 2,500 to 4,500 euros. Most of the people, we are coming from India, we go for KP, and we don't apply for this. But yeah, because we have to give KP or either KP or Gutachten. And what they did with my colleague is that they told her, you need to apply for Gutachten mandatorily, and she had to apply that, and then they considered it. Okay, it's not equivalent to German MBBS, then you have to give your KP. That was very foolish, I would say, because she
In which
wanted to give
state is
KP, but that is in NRW. That happened in NRW.
okay?
She wanted to give a KP. They told her to apply for Gutachten, and they rejected her again. It's a way of earning money. We can say it's a way of earning money.
Correct.
Yeah, yeah.
And by that point, like considering the documentation process, the FSP difficulty and everything, KP also job opportunities also with the BE. Which two states do you suggest? Like top two states currently the trends according to the trends today.
I think Saarland, and there's a good opportunity in Saarland. Uh, then um, FSP
Jackson,
NRV.
Jackson, not.
I don't have a great idea about that. To be honest, with NRV, I would say NRV FSP in Dusseldorf is very, very, very easy. But once you give a FSP in NRV, then you have to give a KP in NRV. Or if you're going to change the documents from after giving a FSP in NRV to other states, it's going to take 6 months at least. Now, before it was only 2 months. And before that, it was only 2 weeks to change your documents from one state to another. But now it's taking 6 months. So you have to be careful with that. You have to be careful with
So
that.
I have a
Hello.
question.
One second.
So, in FI Academy, if I start with my FSP and then, if I have opted for Bayern, so do I need to stay anywhere near, like, Freiburg or anywhere, or I can stay in Bayern and do the online courses for FSP? So I can't hear you.
You're on mute, sir. You're on mute, sir.
Sir, you are on mute.
Sir, you're on mute, I think. You're on mute.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sorry. I was on. Yeah, you don't have to be within the state or within the Buddhist. But the one question that will come when you're going to send documents from this place of your stay outside your city, outside your state, to your government, is that? Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, to your government, is that they'll be asking you, you have applied for this state and this city especially, and why are you staying in here? Why are you sending your own addresses
own addresses in other Bundesland. You just have to tell them, yeah, I didn't get a course in your Bundesland. I'm doing it here. That's all. Fetish. Because I had this question coming up to me because I had applied for my exam center in Düsseldorf, but the thing is that the place where I'm living comes under Münster. So they asked me, you are living in a Münster price. Why are you applying in Düsseldorf? I just told them no. My course is there because I didn't get a course in Münster price, Düsseldorf price. That's why I'm doing it here. That's all. But you have to be careful while applying. You have to mention them specifically because of the course, and I want my exam center here, or else everything is documented. If you are not going to get the documented, then they will be like, it's not my fault. I probably when they give you a different exam center, sorry, yes. Yeah, and you're going to get a different exam center. When you're questioning them, they'll be like, yeah, it's not documented, and it's I'm not responsible for it. Make sure that you're getting it documented. That I want this exam center, I want it. That's all. That's main for people who are giving the exam in NRV, I would say.
Sir,
Hello, sir.
does everyone need Bundesagentur für Arbeit?
Sorry, I can't hear you. One second. I think there's a problem with my phone. 1 second, please.
Hello, sir.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Please, your questions.
Does everybody needs Bundesagentur für Arbeit?
Does everybody need asking? What?
Yes, Bundesagentur für Arbeit.
Yeah. That's for people in NRW it's mandatory, I would say, because you're going to get your stand-up permit for this Bundesagentur für Arbeit. Just make it in German. But I would suggest other people also to get a hold of them, because this make it in Germany, Bundesagentur für Arbeit are people who are helping us to come to Germany. So they will be having a lot of knowledge, lot of depth of knowledge, what we have superficially. They can guide us correctly, I would say. They know the process. They make it easier for us. Because I came through the guide of these people. I didn't go for any this consultants and all those things. I just came through these people. They provide the right information. They provide the exact information for you, and also they conduct seminars and all those things, personal seminars, and they keep in touch with you.
Okay, sir. Thank you. And one last thing, sir. The Google link that you have sent in the I'm not able to see. Is it problem with everyone? I just wanted to ask, like the Google link regarding BAMF thing. Just can you please ask?
I'll just put these two links in my language school in the doctor's. Wait a minute. That will be better, I think.
So I'm not in that WhatsApp group, sir, actually.
I'll put
So
it
that's
in
why
language.
I've asked. I'm not in that group.
Yeah. 1 second. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay,
did you
then
put that Google link in the meeting group chat?
Yeah, exactly.
Or any other doctors able to see these Google links? So just tell me so I can recognize it's my fault or it's like for everyone.
Now put it again. You can just check it now. I'll put it again.
No, sir, there's no link available.
It's not available?
No, there's no link there, sir.
Sir, are you sure that you have put in the meeting group chat or to some personal like?
No. I'll put it in the chat. 1 second. Or else I'll just put it in the WhatsApp group again. You can put your number in the Zoom meeting chat, and someone, or else I will also send you a link. Probably that will be better, I think.
Sir, can I text you personally? If you.
Sure.
Okay. So you
I'll
are
put my
Dr. Ganesh Balaji, right?
Yeah. Thanks, Kenneth. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir.
No problem. I'm putting the link in the group again. Doctor's group. 1 second. Yeah.
So I had a few questions, if that's fine.
Yeah, please.
So currently I'm doing internship in India, and
Yeah.
was told that the way to proceed ahead is like just finish B2 right now while I'm doing internship, like, and after that I have to apply to universities for hospitation, right? Like once I'm done with the internship. So my question was like, how do I get so how do I get hospitation better? Like, for example, okay. So what I had in mind was I apply to university and they accept me, and then I apply for visa, for a work visa, right? But like you said, if I am in Germany, getting hospitation is easy. Then how do I go on about that? Like, what's the difference in
So
that?
yeah, the first thing you mentioned here is universities, Uniclinic. Uniclinicum. They are like universities in our country is Uniclinicum here, but it's like 4-5 times bigger or 6 times bigger than our universities. The main thing is hospitality in Uniclinicum. It's very bad to get a hospitality in Uniclinicum. I think your question was how to get a hospitality once I'm here in internship and all those things. Yeah.
So I'm not sure, like, how do I get a hospitation and go for visa, or like, do I go for visa first and then come to Germany and then go for hospitation? Like how do I do that?
Yeah.
Like,
I would always say it's better to get start applying for your hospitals once you come here into Germany.
okay, so what kind of visa will I apply for that case? Like,
Yeah, it's always for doctors coming from India to Germany. It's 16D visa. You don't have to. I think you don't have to worry with visa. You have to tell them just you just look into the criteria for 16D visa in our consulate, and you will have all the checklist and all those things. You just proceed with those documentations, submit all the documentations. You will mostly get a 16D visa because language visa is not available with us.
okay, so like once I come to Germany, let's say I start like my observership there, right, before giving KP, then I just do FSP during my observership, like, and then give KP right after that, after I finish with FSP, or how does that work?
Yeah, you have to first do your FSP course, pass FSP, and you have this time period of 2 years. In this 2 years, is like they telling us to go work, get experience, come back and keep. But if you want, you can do directly KP also. And one of the main things I wanted to talk today is like the time lapse between FSP and KP. It's going to be like 2 years, and the funding for KP now. If you are going to if you are going to do FSP. Okay, guys, I'll check it once more with the link, and I'll post it to the group again. I don't know why it's not working, but I'll post it one more time. I'll do it at the end of the meeting. Yeah. So FSP and KP. Once you finish FSP, if you're going to immediately do KP, then we are not going to search for any jobs. We're not going to work directly with KP. At that time, we can go to Bundesagentur for Arbeit and ask them, I'm going to do directly KP. I'm not going to work in this time. I need funding. Then they will fund us for the FSP course, KP course, that is going to be around 2,000 to 4,500 euros or 5,000 euros. They will be funding the whole thing. Suppose if you are not, if you are going to search for a job, get the job, and simultaneously prepare for KP, then what will happen is we are going again to the Bundesagentur for Arbeit and telling, I'm preparing for KP. I need funding, but I'm also working. At that time, what they will do is they will be like, no, we can't fund you. You're already working, have a job. We will give you 10% of what you're paying. That what happened recently. I had a friend who had done that, and he was funded only 10% of his pay. And also had a friend who had applied for KP directly after FSP, and he got this full funding of 4,500 euros. Also think about it. I would suggest that people who are well versed, who are fast persons, like who are already done their PG in India, or coming here, I would suggest them this first path, directly go for KP. Sit for 6 more months or 5 more months. 6 more months is the course. 6 more months, prepare and then give it off, rather than you guys working, because You guys already have the experience from India. You can simultaneously do hospitation. It's that this hospitation is more than enough for you people. But people who have done the MBBS and all those things, who haven't worked for a long time, have worked for only 1 year or 6 months or something, if you feel you don't have the enough experience to give a KP, you can definitely work and then give KP. But people who are well versed in their FAC definitely can go for KP directly, I would say. You guys will be saving a lot of time. You guys will be saving a lot of time.
So after
Yeah.
like I'm done with FSP and KP, then do I have to reapply to universities to get a post graduation like some area, or how does that work? So
yeah, after KP it's going to be like you will be a assistant arts and biodevelopment. That means you will be like a PG. You have your logbook, you have your site count on all those things. Everything will be counted. And after a period of 5 years, if you have done all the rotations and all those things, then you will be giving an exam. That is like a FAC exam. That is like a specialist exam. How the final exam for the PGs here in India, it's going to be the final exams for PG in the, for us here in Germany. And then it's going to be again one exam. If you're going to, it's going to be like a KP. If you're going to pass that, you'll be getting your title, FAC title, Allgemein Mediziner, Internist, Cardiologa, Urologa, and all those things. Yeah. And for once you've done your medicine, and they're going to do a Weiterbildung, zum Beispiel medicine, and then cardiology, then cardiology, urology, urologa. You'll get it. You'll get 2 titles then.
okay, so like once I'm done with KP, then I just have to work in that specific field I want to go for like 5 years, and then they'll just give me the then I'll just give the exam, right?
Ganz
Okay.
genau.
Like,
It's
I
like,
don't have to apply. Like I don't have to apply to colleges again after like giving KP, or
No,
do I
no,
just
you don't
continue
have to
work?
apply anywhere. Only for jobs only. Once you have a KP, once you have a approbation, you'll be like it's very easy to get hired. The people are
Okay,
waiting for approbation. Doctors who have approbation, they are waiting for them to get employ them, because there's a lot of demand for doctors here. And once you have KP, you will realize that once you finish your FSP and start applying for hospitals to work, they will call you. They will definitely call you. They will be asking, okay, do you have a approbation? Do you have approbation? Do you have approbation? That's the first question you are going to get asked after start applying for KP, because they expect doctors with approbation, because there's a lot of demand for people, doctors here in Germany.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Dr. Ganesh?
So
Hello,
what
sir.
do you think, which is the best state where it is the easiest to get jobs with BE? Like I've heard that in some state, for example, NRW and Niedersachsen, it's pretty tougher to get a job with a BE.
With B,
With
what?
just a BE. I'm asking which state is preferable in that sense.
Okay. Actually, yeah. No, yeah, it's comparatively it's difficult. That's what I told. Comparatively, it's going to be difficult. Yeah, because they expect doctors with approbation so that they can work on their own. But doctors with peripheral illness, they need to be monitored. They need we need a lot of training and all those things, because we haven't been used to the system. We have less work experience also there in India and all these things. They think of that way. Yeah, some states are difficult. In NRW, it's also difficult to get a job only with peripheral illness. Yeah.
Hello, sir.
But
Sorry
that's
to
true.
interrupt.
But that's not like very extreme. Definitely, one can get a job, but it's a pretty difficult when compared to people having approbation. That's the only difference. Yeah, but you can get a job. The next question, please.
Correct.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
as respect to like today's trends, what do you think? Like most doctors are going to from India going to Bayern, especially in NRW. But do you think like being there, Bayern is still a relevant and competent state for us as respect to
Yeah, definitely.
FSP and KP and job opportunities?
Yeah, definitely. How many people are coming in? How many doctors are coming in? There's equally a lot of doctors who are going into praxis and all those things in Germany, because with praxis you can earn a lot of money and all those things. You can make a lot of money with praxis. So definitely there's always a demand for doctors here. There are a lot of hospitals that are being still closed. There are a lot of departments that are being still closed. They are because of low manpower, low sisters, low doctors, and all those things. Still there. Always chances are there.
In Bayern, like I want to ask.
Yeah,
In
definitely.
the,
Yeah.
is it still like according to today's trends is a better state than let's say NRW and others, Niedersachsen for example, to apply into considering FSP, KP, severity and job opportunities with a BE?
I think compared to NRW, Bayern is better to get a job because NRW there's a lot of competition in NRW right now, and also in NRW there are a lot of people coming in NRW right now. Not only in India, from all over the world, I would say, from Spain, from Ecuador, from Russia, a lot of people are coming to NRW, and also most of the Bayern is a little bit easter, west, easter, and NRW is more western. NRW is more, what can we say? People are more nice here. So yeah, obviously compared to Bayern, NRW is more competitive state there, but still there are here a lot of job opportunities. So I would say Bayern also would be the same, I think. But personally, I haven't been working in Bayern, so I can't give you a direct comment on that. But I would say yeah, definitely there are opportunities there.
Sir,
So sorry,
after
sir,
B2,
Dr.
should we
Ganesh,
take up a C1
interrupt you.
medicine?
Yeah.
B2
Yes,
C1
B1 or
medicine?
what?
Yes, after B2, should we take up a B2 C1 medicine course or the FSP course? Like which one?
Yeah, the thing is, yeah, after B2 is FSP course. FSP course is C1 medicine course.
Okay, because there are some B2 C1 telc medicine
Yeah.
courses as well.
That is a course Telk is offering you. That is also very good, but I would say it's very very similar. I think C1 medicine is more than it.
Okay, so the FSP course and this telc course are very similar in general.
Very very similar. Very very most same. Most I
Okay.
also had a look at this the B2 C1 Telk book. It's very very similar. It's
Okay,
very good
and
for
sir,
preparation.
like
You guys can also download the PDF and see if you have
okay,
chance. Because
yes, sir.
the
And
material is
according to
very
the states, which like if I decide with Bayern or NRW, the institutes which I take up in the particular states, like if I'm taking up one in NRW, they will teach me according to the cases that are asked in it, right? So
yeah.
So of course, like I think if my state is selected, then choosing an online course from the particular state is a better idea rather than taking up a B2 C1 telc course, which is a universal course.
Yeah. The thing is, one thing there is, even though if you're going to take a particular state and prepare the particular cases and all those things, that thing all comes into play once we get near exam. But before that, we need to understand the basics of what medicine is. How the terms are called in German, how the terms are called in Latin, how each system is represented in German and German medicine system. And for that, I think the common knowledge is the TELC book is good. The TELC book is good, and also yeah, preparation is yeah. Obviously, when we are preparing for an exam, we have to prepare for the particular state, and also in NRW there's a protocol called YASI protocol. YASI, YASI. This protocol has a case of 12 or 14 cases. Once, if you are thorough with this protocol, we are going to pass the exam. Clear cut. That is what
So
you should
sorry,
offer telling.
sorry, sir, to
Yeah.
interrupt you in between. Actually, I'll be traveling in short time, so I have only one question. Like I did MD pharmacology in India, and I want to pursue clinical pharmacology in Germany. Like, if you have any idea about it, clinical pharmacology.
Yeah. I think I spoke to a similar person from India regarding this, and I approached a colleague of a German colleague regarding this, and he told me he has to have a bachelor's degree in Germany to further proceed with pharmacology. So he had to has a particular pharmacology degree in Germany, bachelor's degree in Germany to go with clinical pharmacology. Also, second thing is if you want to work in a apotheke, work in a pharmacy here in Germany and also do this thing further and all those things, then the process is similar. You have to come here, have to do a FSP course, and then give a FSP course. Once you pass the exam, then you can work in a pharmacy here.
Not in a pharmacy, but like I want to work in a clinical trials, like as a pharmacologist, clinical pharmacologist. So,
Yeah.
like
So
there are
for
options,
that,
right?
I think for that you have to have a degree, a German degree, then you can go proceed with these things. I think because clinical pharmacology, I don't have a great idea about that. but that's what a colleague told me when I inquired before. Yeah.
There are options now. Like, am I asking? Like, if I want to pursue.
I can't exactly tell on that. Sorry,
Okay,
but
sir.
yeah, I would talk about that. I think you need to talk. You need to look at the Uniclinicum and all those things. If there are any courses and all those things, because I don't have a great experience on that. I personally I can't tell let's that okay this is there in Germany and all those things.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hello, Dr. Ganesh.
Hello,
I
sir.
wanted
Hello.
to ask, like, if
Uh-huh.
hello,
Yeah.
you said that after FSP, if we take the KP exam directly, it will
Mm-hmm.
save us a lot of time. So, like, if one chooses to take this approach, how should one approach? Like, should we take the FSP course and then do the hospitation and then the KP course and then give the KP exam, or what would be the ideal approach
Yeah,
according to you?
that's what I spoke. That's what I spoke. It's going to save a lot of time for people who have done their PG in Germany, PG in India, specialty in India, super specialty in India, and all those things. When these people are confident, okay, I can proceed with the clinical knowledge which they have, I can give a KP, then directly don't go find a job, find a hospitation, go with the preparation for KP for 6 months and then give KP. That's what I told. When we are not confident, then we can definitely work for a period of time and then give KP.
So, how much time should be like minimum we should be working before giving the KP exam if we are not
Sir, that's
confident?
very that's very different with people. They're confident. It's all about how confident we feel, how ready we feel. It's about that. And yeah, obviously some people can find it easy, some people can find it hard. So I would say it's all about how ready we are to keep. Some can work.
Okay.
I've also had that work for more than 2 years. Yeah, extended his peripheral numbness. That can happen in some cases, and then he gave a KP exam. There are people who have directly given KP also after exams. Yeah, it all depends on how confident we feel and how we plan to go on. What's our personal status and all these things. How quick we want to give this. How late we want to give this. Do we have time or not? And all those things. There's not any minimum time I would suggest. It's all how we want to do it.
So, according to you, like, if we want to like proceed with the FSP course and then do a couple of months hospitation, like 3-4 months of hospitation, and then we take the KP course, will that be enough? Hospitation plus KP course, will that be enough to clear the KP exam?
I would say FSP course, hospitation, and then give a FSP exam and then KP course. I would say.
Okay, and that will be enough to clear the KP exam?
Definitely.
Because
Because
or would you
FSP
recommend?
FSP is
Yeah.
all about how. Yeah. Please.
Yeah, sorry, please go ahead.
Yeah. FSP is all about how we speak German, how we are able to understand how much we are comprehending from the patients. They will see that
Yeah.
FSP, they don't mind our medical knowledge, most.
Yeah.
But there'll be 60%, 70% of medical questions. But 100% they will see the language, how we are speaking, how our patients able to understand us, understand our question, and are we able to understand patients, and are we giving the important, are we asking the important questions, are we getting the important information out of the patients for a case. That's all they need. For KP, it's going to be full and full medical knowledge. It also comes with the examination part also. Physical examination also comes with it. It's like our final 4th year exams, practical exams. It's same like that. And yeah, I would say, yeah, prepare, give FSP, and then prepare yourself for KP, and then give KP. Because KP is very important. KP forms the basis for our vitamin. So I would say, yeah, take time for KP, take time for the 6 months course and all those things. There are a lot of courses which are available, Medidots and all those things. We can prepare to them properly, and then we can give the exam.
How long do these KP courses last? Like for minimum, on an average, like
The one I
what's
know,
the duration?
the one I know which is very good, what the others have suggested me lasts for 6 months. Medicourse, high school.
6 months. Can we get a PMF funding for this one that you are
Yeah,
suggesting?
when you when you have finished your FSP, you have got your license. Yeah, you don't have your license, and then you want to prepare for KP, you can directly go to a Bundesagentur for Arbeit and then ask for funding. They will fund you, definitely.
So if we take this KP course seriously, like for the 6 months, like it will prepare us like well enough for the to clear the KP exam.
Yes, sir. This preparedness, this feeling of preparedness is all about confidence, sir. I would say, yeah, some will feel confident, some won't. Some think, okay, I might still need uh, experience. I need to work, and there are financial situations for people and all those things. I can't specifically tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you do this course, definitely you can go crack it off. I would say, yeah, it all depends on how ready we are.
Okay.
But it definitely helps. This
Like
course definitely helps,
how
I would say.
how much like would you give a chance, like 50%, 60%, if we have uh, completed the KP course, already done the KP course, what should we expect? Like uh,
It
how
will prepare us
how
pretty
how
good.
many people clear the KP exam like
That's very
right
different. So
after the
that's very
KP course?
because in Munster it's a big
Yeah,
question in
Munster
Munster.
is very difficult. I
The
have
committee
heard.
is very the committee is very different. It all depends on their mood and all those things. But this course definitely helps. That I can say. FSKP course is very very important, I would say. But I can't tell this percentage of people will pass and all those things. That's very very difficult for me to answer.
And is it a like full day course, like full time course, or
No,
like
sir,
is
no.
it like for
It's like in a weekly 2-3 times, 3 hours, I think.
2 to 3 hours, 3 days, 2 to 3 days?
2 to 3 days. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
uh, hello,
Okay.
s- hello,
Yes,
sir.
Thank you,
I have a
Dr.
Is
Ganesh.
question.
there any, hello, sir. Is there
Yeah.
any specific visa rather than 16D to go to Germany, like something, if we get some approval, some FSP registration letter or something?
Yeah,
If we
you
have
need an
read,
FSP registration letter, then you will get a professional visa, 16D visa. 16D visa is a professional visa. And 16F is language visa. There are also other 16E and all those things. But currently, India is not issuing 16F visas for people because that's been very long. They have changed that rule, and the doctors are getting now only 16D visas.
so the D16D visa we will get only after deficit visa and documentation process. So,
Yeah, deficit beside and
oh,
documentation process, and also you need a FSP registration letter. This course
oh,
registration
three of
letter.
them. Okay, only with the FSP registration we could not go. We could not get visa, right?
No, no, sir. Actually, what they will do is when during my application process, I didn't have deficit beside. I have only Eingangsbestätigung. I submitted my Eingangsbestätigung. I submitted this registration course registration letter and all those things. They reviewed all my documents and they asked me to submit my deficit beside, and they gave me 2 months time for that. And within 15 to 3 weeks, I got my deficit beside and I sent them. And then after 2 months, I got the reply from visa for my visa stamp approval.
Oh, okay, you got we got your deficit visa in 2 months. Then with the deficit visa, you and FSP registration, you applied for 16D visa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But your language certificate is not mandatory. You don't have to have a B2. But for giving FSP exam here in Germany, you have to have it. But for going to Germany, you don't have to have it.
Okay, but for applying FSP course itself, we need a B2 language certificate, right?
No.
No, it's not required. Yeah. Okay then. Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
not required.
How
I have a
In my
question.
institute,
Main problem
how
that right now
I
is
am a
happening with
dentist.
most of us is that we are not able to get a B2 exam slot even for 4 months, 6 months.
Yeah.
So for people, other routes that they've tried is go for TELC exam or go with a language visa B2 plus FSP there. to Germany,
Yeah,
because visa 16 visa is also not very easy to get within the time limit. So what do you suggest, like which is the best route if somebody is not getting a slot for B2 exam for, let's say, 4-5 months, because that is happening currently.
Yeah. That's what when this slot was a big problem. If you guys are not getting any B2 exam slots in India, you just can, without B2 also you can come here. Meanwhile, doing C1 medicine, you guys can give your B2 here in Germany. In my institute, they conduct TELC exams, B2 exams, and all those things. If you pass this TELC B2 exams, it's valid for FSP. FSP exam, yeah, giving it FSP exam. You can send this certificate to them. It's good. Or
Are there
else,
also any, yes, or else?
you can also, there are a lot of Goethe centers in Germany. You can give them here B2 exams here. It's not difficult. A friend of mine cracked B2 here in Germany. You're taking it.
Okay. And
Yeah, you
do you
guys can
think
also.
there are any FSP plus B2 telco, whatever it is, funded ones, like BAM funded ones are there?
I'm pretty sure about this FSP course but funded by BAM, but this B2 course funded by BAM for people with D is doubtful, but I think they will also fund B2 courses, I think. BAM, if you guys want to do a B2 course,
Okay, thank you.
Sir, can I come there, continue my B2 course in SP while I'm taking FSP course in Germany?
yeah. If you find the time, definitely, yeah.
Okay.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah, please.
I am dentist and I have completed my PG in India, and I also have like relevant work experience. So like is the process same for dentists as well? Like FSP, KP,
Yeah.
and
Understood. Actually, for dentists, the centers are only coming up. It's not very familiar with me, but I have a colleague who's doing this pathway, currently this pathway. And yeah, you have to give your FSP preparation course, give FSP, and then the KP, and then you have to work in a practice. I think there won't be specific hospitals you can work in. I think you have to work in a practice, get your PG done. But I'm not very sure about the pathway for dentists. But I'm not very sure about the pathway for dentists.
okay, so can you
But
like
there are, I know that it's in Dresden in NRW. I think, yeah, Dresden, there's the famous institute for sound medicine. Yeah, FSP sound medicine.
okay,
Sir, can you
and
please type it with the institute?
I'll finish with Pratik and then come to you. Sorry.
yeah. Okay, so can you give the detail, like maybe in the chart of like your friend who is doing this in the like for the dentistry, and also I wanted to ask.
I can put the number, but I will definitely talk to LP to have a sound medicine separate webinar for sound medicine.
Okay, and I have one more question. How about like if you want to do fellowship also, like do you need FSP and KP?
Fellowship in
Like
the sense?
if you want to like apply for some fellowship courses in Germany, so in that case also, do you need to go through this process, or like you can do it separately?
Observership, you don't need anything. You can come be an observer. You can look at this and all those things. But fellowship, I think, yeah, you have to. But I'm not very sure.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So, Dr. Shruti, you asked something.
But is there any effect in my if I have work experience but I don't have experience certificate? Is there any effect in my CV or while
No,
finding
there's not going
hospital?
to be impact, sir. But the thing is, you have the certificate of your experience, you're going to get paid higher, sir. Because till FSP, till KP, that it doesn't count. Our experience doesn't count. But once we start at PG, so it will be like the basic salary plus the years of experience will be your the starting salary of yours. So if you're going to have 5 years of experience and then you're going to start from the first year of Vita Build PG, then your salary will be the salary of the 6th year PG. So it's going going to play a role in that. So I would suggest, yeah, please, however possible, get your experience. Don't forget that. That's very important. It's not going to be useful initially, but later, yeah, definitely your salary.
Actually, sir, I have one certificate, and but the German embassy in Delhi didn't attest that experience certificate. They said that this
I
can't be
think you don't have to
manipulated.
attest it, sir. I don't think you have to attest it. I don't have the experience till now. I haven't completed my KP. Once I go into that process properly, I will know what they are exactly expecting. But till now, I don't know what they are expecting exactly, the experience certificate. Do they want it attested or not? I don't know.
Sir, there is one other question. Is Saarland issue deficit beside within 2 to 3 months, or what the process in Saarland? If you have any idea about that.
And I don't have a great idea about Saarland. NRV I can completely go in and out, but Saarland I don't have any experience, sir, because I didn't prepare for Saarland. So
And there is another one. Should we wait for JSBA reply to send our documents? JSBA people, should
I
we
didn't
wait for
get
their
that. What?
Sir, should we wait for the NRM from the people of actually I have searched for Jackson State. They directed me to the JSBA website for NRM, like same as BMF for funding. They said you have to speak to your
I don't have idea
platform.
about that. I don't have idea about that. Sorry.
Dr. Ganesh, if I may ask, how would be the process if the person is already here, like on spouse visa? What would be required?
Spouse visa, yes, sir, definitely. The same process again, sir. You have to get you have to send the documents again. You have to get an exam term, give the exam, clear the exam. Same process, sir. Nothing different.
So you mean like the
But the things
deficit
will be
beside
faster
should be
when we
also.
are here.
Yeah, okay. So there should be deficit beside and the documents translated. Everything would be the same.
Everything, sir. Everything same process.
Okay, so after coming here, they should simply apply for the FSP exam, right? And you recommend
And also,
doing
I would suggest one
hospitalization.
more thing. When you guys are starting documentation process here, if you guys are near Münster or something, I would suggest you gladly to go to Münster. Take your time, go to Münster one day, give the documents directly to them, and then come back. So if I have seen people who are doing this, the documents are safe. You know that it's reached. The document has reached the personnel, and you get the replies faster.
Okay, so you mean I am here already in Germany, like more than 2.5. I physically go to Münster.
Münster, Westfalen Lippe, give your documents and then come back. You will get the reply next week. I have seen that. I see that difference. And also post, yeah, it will reach in 2-3 days, but sometimes I've also had experience. A colleague of mine had lost the documents. The post has lost the documents.
Okay, so it would save so much time being like this.
Save a lot of time actually.
Great. Yeah.
And also like with Deutschland ticket, it's easy to go to Münster. It won't cost us also. It's very comfortable for us also.
So even if I'm in Baden-Württemberg in Stuttgart, so I still have to go to Münster to the.
Yeah. It's all the time you have. It's all the time you have. If you find the right time, enough time to go there and come back, definitely I would suggest. Or if you don't have the time, second best thing, send a letter, send a post with Versicherung with Folgenummer. Folgenummer is tracking and insurance both.
Yeah, okay, I know about that. And
yeah, that is way better. No, it has reached them, and also if it's going to it won't get lost. If it's going to get lost, you are already insured. They will try to find the documents.
Okay, super. After my fiancée comes here, sorry, after my spouse comes here, what is the first thing she has to do? She has to do hospitation or the FSP direct? What do you recommend?
Yes, sir. Start the documentation process. Start with FSP course, and then hospitation, and then exams. So usual process.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
Dr. Ganesh, I had a quick question. Like, I wanted to know if one manages to clear the FSP exam and gets a job in Bureau with the Bureau for Allowance, can one manage to work and take the KP course simultaneously? Like, is this possible?
Yeah, sir, it's possible. People are doing it. I personally didn't want to do that because initially I wanted to understand the system. I want to get used to the system and all those things. Once the work comes automatically to then I wanted to do this. So there are people who are doing it. There are people who are finding it easy to do it, and people like me are finding it difficult. So I've just left it up. It all depends on the person. Yeah, there are who's we can do it.
Okay, but the job will be 9 to 5. So KP courses are like on evening also, like
Evening, sir. Evening,
evenings.
sir.
Evenings there are courses.
Yeah, 7 to 10, 6 to 9:30, and all these things.
Okay. But while working with a Bureau alumnus, we will not get any funding. We will have to pay it on by our own for the KP course.
No, I didn't
Funding,
understand, sir.
like I was saying that,
Funding, yes, the funding we won't get, sir. Funding we won't get. Yeah, funding we won't get. Only
yeah.
10% will be reimbursement.
Yeah, but we can like manage the like both working and the taking the KP course simultaneously, like because earlier,
The funding part you're telling?
sorry.
The funding part you're asking whether we'll be able to manage with Bureau alumnus the funding?
No. Funding I was asked. I meant like if we are already working with a Bureau alumnus, we won't get any funding from the BAMF, right?
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That was the first question, and the second one was like I earlier I thought that the KP courses were like during the daytime only, so we won't be able to manage if we are.
No, sir. No, it's not. It's not like. It's not like that.
Okay.
It's during the evenings also. Yeah, because there are a
Evenings
lot of
also.
doctors who are working in the morning. So evening, yeah, definitely there because in the evening. It's not only.
So it's possible to do the job and the KP course simultaneously.
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
take when we are confident enough, we can take the KP exam after that.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Thank
Sorry,
you,
sir. I
Dr.
have
Ganesh.
one
You
last
have been
question.
really helpful.
Hindi visa slots are like the waiting times are sometimes 5 months, 6 months. Like, is there any? I won't say trick, but is there anything that we can do from our end? For example, I've heard people when they apply for documentations and they apply for DB. They start applying for visa appointments also because they think that till they get the visa appointment, before that maybe 1 month before they might get their DB. So is there this route and any other route that one can do, like how many months after the documentations has been sent to the Astekama should we start applying for a visa appointment, or any other route to cut down on the visa times?
These are all luck-based things, I would say, because what you told is, yeah, people can do that. People can definitely do that, and also had a friend who did that, and he got his terming next day. He thought, okay, I'm starting with the documentation process. I'm just giving my big exam. I will book a terming now, so that when my everything comes off, I'll be 2 3 months. I'll get my visa terming also at same time. He booked it. Next day, he got the term. Sometimes they do like that. So I wouldn't say don't do that, but you can definitely do that. That's one that happens rarely to get the next date terming next day. But yeah, I would suggest, yeah, you can book it before 2 months or something, so that you will get your term lately. But it's all uh, based on luck, I would say. How
But then
fast we are getting the
what happens if you get a termine
nothing.
earlier than your DB? Like, do you get it extended? Do you like it? Does it show wrong in the?
Yeah. Definitely. I went without DB. I went without DB. To the interview. I went without DB. They told me they reviewed all my documents, sent me back. They didn't tell me they didn't give me information at that time. The next day I got a mail. We reviewed the documents. We found these two things are missing. Please send it within 2 months. And then within 2 months I got my DB and I sent them. And then after that 2 months, sending my DB, 2 months after that I got my visa.
Okay, correct. And but does it show if we are not able to produce that in 2 months? Does it show bad on our record for the next appointment, or is it?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much.
It's just that we didn't get the documents. That's all.
Okay, thank you.
Sir, I have one last question, sir. You mentioned that there was like they checked if your degree for MBBS is valid in Germany. Like there was another way, right? So is there a list
Gutachten,
of,
yeah.
yeah,
Gleichwertigkeit, yeah.
is there any list of colleges which like let's say if I'm from this list of colleges, I can just apply for that instead of giving KP then, or is there anything like that?
No, sir, it's not very specific. It's not college specific. It's all about the training and all these things. It's a way of earning money, I would say, government earning money, because it costs a lot, 3,500 euros to 4,000
So
euros sometimes.
the reason I'm asking is because my college has a German exchange program, I believe, within it.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
That's all can be a factor, sir. I don't know. I haven't gone into this very deep about this Prüfung, Gleichwertigkeit and all those things, because I wanted to just give off the exam and come off. And also there are a lot of failure rates. The failure rate is high, so that's why I wouldn't think deep on getting a Gleichwertigkeit for myself also, because rather why wait? Rather we can directly go give the exam and clear it off.
Okay.
Because that takes time, sir. 3 months takes time. You can't work at this time.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, for Gutachten, they require your MBBS curriculum, like whole curriculum, 200 to 300 pages curriculum. For Gutachten process, you just mentioned that it costs very much. Does they require your MBBS curriculum? Like if you have completed your MBBS in 5 years, they need whole curriculum. Like
Yes, sir.
MCI
Completely
has.
like the subjects we have attended, the attendance and all those things, everything they will ask. So then they will be giving us once we start this process. Sir. We need to produce all those things.
Okay.
Yeah. And one more question was that chat. Difference between practice and hospital. Hospitals are like normal hospitals, and universities like our universities where we work in. As a hospital, practice is like more like a clinic. There will be like there will be in Germany the system is a bit different. We need to go to, even going to a hospital, we have to first go to a Hausarzt. Hausarzt is like a praxis, it's a clinic where we go there, we tell the problem, and he will write a Einweisung. Einweisung is like a transfer from praxis to a hospital. We need to take this. We need to go to the hospital. So that's the process there. Like that. That's all the difference.
Okay, sir, thank you for answering all our questions. Really interested in your journey. Like, how did you do it?
Okay.
And what do you think you had wished you had done different because of the information you know now that you didn't do early on?
Yeah, the mistake what I did. Yeah, definitely. There are everyone. Yeah, I would suggest the same. I can tell that I came here like around 1.5 years ago. I started with my course. During my course, it was 6 months course. It was voracious. We did a lot of German medicine and all those things, and then I did the hospitals. The thing is, like, only thing I did is like for my termin, I had done applied for my termin only after 6 months. I would suggest you people that if you guys are giving it Düsseldorf, NRBS, Düsseldorf, please try to give the exam within 6 months or at the end of 6 months. Don't wait more than that. I think Düsseldorf it's not a matter of we can easily clear it with our MBBS, with our preparation, with our knowledge. We can definitely clear. Each and everyone coming from India can clear in Düsseldorf easily. It's all about the language. 6 months you can get a language good. Because you're going to speak a lot of German, definitely you can clear your exam. Only thing is that the one thing I would suggest is don't wait a long time for the termin. Second thing, please go to Munster directly to give the documents rather than sending it through post if you guys are here. Definitely, I would suggest that. And also, if you're sending through post, please have a tracking, please have a Versicherung. It doesn't cost that much, it will cost 1.5 euros extras. Let it be, please do that. Yeah, and also someone had asked me about part-time jobs. Yeah, the thing is like our visa is begrenzt in the sense it's only 10 hours per week. But with 10 hours per week, we can definitely work. I have worked part-time jobs will support us in a lot of ways. We can also talk a lot of German there. We can get to know a lot of people there. That's very important for us, I think. In a new place, it will help us to understand the culture also, work culture, everything, how people are working here, how it's different from India, and all those things. Definitely, if you guys are in need, definitely you can do a part-time job. I would suggest that. Yeah, it's a good thing. Please don't restrict yourself with for the FSP course. I have to sit and study. I had to, so what can I say? I had to focus only on this. You can definitely focus 4 5 hours to 6 hours per day is more than enough for FSP course. If you're going to prepare for 6 months, I'm saying. If you're going to prepare for 2 months, then you have to sit the whole day and study. But if you're going to prepare for 6 months, definitely, yeah, you can prepare for 5 to 6 hours a day, and then rest of the time you can work. And this 10 hours per week, will be working only for 2 or 3 days per week, and it's not much, I would say. It's nice. It's nice to do something able along with preparation. You will feel, you won't feel the stress also. That's one of the important things I would say. And hospitality is very important, I would say. Please take your hospitality very seriously, because that's a deciding factor. And also you'll be learning a lot of things, new things. If they feel that you are interested, you are committed to what you're doing, definitely they will hire you. There's always an opportunity for them. They will definitely hire you. And songs, yeah, these are the important things what I would suggest that I could have changed. But rather than that, yeah, it's all the same, almost same what I did. I just came here, did my course, passed the exam, hospitation, and then yeah, working. That's all.
Okay, thank you so much. And with respect to the visa process and the documentation process from India itself, what do you think that you wish that you could have done a bit differently or improved on or something like that?
The documentation process, I would say, it all depends on who's the partner for us, who's reviewing our documents and all those things. However fast we are, they are going to be at their own pace. So it doesn't make a lot of difference unless and until we know the person who's working there is really fast. Then we can also be fast here and getting our documents done. It's very daunting process. The documentation process is very daunting because of the bureaucracy here, and the work style here, work atmosphere here. That's why I would say documentation doesn't bother me much. So what we are doing here after coming, that's very important. Yeah.
And what do you think the things you like wish to know before, like after arriving in Germany, respect to FSP course or finding an accommodation and so on and so forth?
Yeah. Accommodation part, I would say, contact your course itself, contact your center itself, course center itself. They will have people called Veranstalter. Veranstalter will help us to get a Wohnung or WG or something, definitely. And don't pay, that's basic rule. Don't pay anyone without having proof or something. Please don't pay anyone without having any proofs or something for wages and all these things. Even though it's very difficult to get wages, please be careful. Don't get into these things of paying them. We can easily be cheated. That's when we are in other country and we are trying to contact here. Yeah, please be careful. And the rest of the things are very, like, we can easily adapt here. When we know people here and also we have a lot of people in our group to help anytime, I think we can easily adapt. It's not a big thing. But yeah, regarding FSP course, yeah, that's what I can say.
Right. Thank you so much for that. And one thing I want to like repeat the question, because at that time the internet connection was not very good. The BAM funded
Okay.
thing that you said, that how you should go about it, because the visa people also need an FSP registration, but you can't get a BAM funded registration unless you're there. So what was the route that you suggested at that time? The internet
Yeah,
was
ma'am.
not that.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah. That's what. BAMF won't give you a registration. BAMF is an organization that will be working in the background to fund you. It's a government organization. They won't be giving out any registrations. The institute will be giving registrations. For that, you have to contact the BAMF funded centers. Have to say, I want a BAM funded course and I'm coming at this point of time. What they will say is, okay, then pay the registration fees. We will send you this particular registration for this time through mail, and you have to just get it done by them, and it's all done.
And is there a criteria to decide which one to go for between them, or is any depending on the area which it is in, or any other thing that should be a criteria to help decide?
It's all how far it is the institute is from you and all those stuff. You can directly contact an unspecified partner. You can ask them, I'm going to this region. Please send me the BAM funded courses in this region. Then they will send you all these things. You can look up the internet. You can look up the Google reviews. You can directly call them, talk to them, and then find out which one is most good. I did that.
Okay, got it. With respect to the job search, like I've heard from people that one should start their job search as soon as possible, like after B2 only. And like what do
Yeah,
you suggest in that respect? How to go
I
about
mean,
it and
the
what to
thing is,
do?
like after B2, you can search for hospitation, but jobs only if you have a peripheral ability, you can search for jobs.
Right,
Like
correct.
only
Like,
if you have peripheral abilities. Yeah,
no, please continue.
yeah. The job thing is like they will definitely ask the proof, and while writing for jobs itself, you have to tell them what qualifications we have. So we will be telling them, I'm coming from India, I'm so and so, so and so, so and so, have done my exam, given my exam, passed my exam, now I have license, I would like to work in a hospital. But after with B2, we can't write those things. And without that thing, our document won't even pass through the personal obtainment. Because the documents will first go to the personal obtaining PR department, they will review our document, they will see the criteria, they will send it to the CHFATs. Then only CHFATs will review our curriculum vitae, then we will be receiving a answer from them. And without that, I think our documents won't go through PR.
Correct, got it. And one more thing I just want to ask that, for example, what should be a preferable or ideal timeline according to you, based on the three factors that language, visa, and documentation process? Like we have to do all these things side by side. What do you think is the ideal timeline to do that?
Start from B1. Start from B.
Okay.
Start your documentation from B1. Once you start B1, start your documentation process, translation, all these things. It will be perfectly right. It will be perfectly right. It took 8 months for me, starting from documentation. Yeah, 7 months for me, starting from documentation till coming to job. I started with B1. With my B1, I started my documentation process.
Okay,
It
got
was
it.
sufficient ample amount of time.
Right. Like in every state, is it required to have a B2 certificate beforehand before starting to apply for in any state? Is it like I've heard BW is like
Any
that?
state I don't know, ma'am, but for NRA it wasn't required. NRA it wasn't
Okay.
required.
Got it. And about the accommodation thing that you said that one should look into where an accommodation can be found easily, then choose the FSP course near the bank funded FSP course nearby, or the other way around. First the FSP and then find the accommodation in that
Yeah,
city.
I would say FSP is very important. FSP is very important. FSP course is very important. See the reviews and see the feedbacks from other people who have done the FSP courses there. Try to talk to the people there, how they are responding, how prompt they are, and all those things. And FSP courses will definitely help us more. I would say, yeah, focus on FSP course and then on your accommodation. But if it's very in Germany it's very hard to find a proper accommodation. So it's a very deciding factor, I would say. But try to give FSP more importance. But when it's not working out, definitely then accommodation and after that.
Correct. And when
It's
should
all
we
the
start looking into bank funded FSP courses right after B2, or with like in B2 itself and
you
start?
can start anytime, ma'am. Start of course make it in Germany. People ask them for unsperished partner, and then definitely you can start researching all these things. The more you
Right.
research, the more information.
Correct. And I've heard about IQ Network, Make It in Germany, and Pro Recognition in Pune also. Like, which do you suggest from these three?
All the three. Pro recognition and make it in Germany. Both are very nice.
Okay. And I've heard about IQ
They are both are
Network.
government websites, ma'am.
Right, correct. Okay. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Dr. Ganesh, regarding the bank funding, will it be the same in my case if applied from Germany, and like if my spouse is on spouse visa? Will it
Yeah,
be
sir.
still
You can
funded?
definitely get the funding, sir. Definitely get the funding. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And one more thing, can you put
The funding is common for everyone as far as I know. I have also people who have come in spouse visa and have done that on all those things was, but not from India. She was from other country and her husband was a doctor and she was doing the BAM course with us. She got funding. So I'm assuming that the case will be the same here also.
Okay, thank you. And one more thing, can you share the WhatsApp link? Like, I think some of the people are waiting to
Yeah,
get
sure.
this.
I'll share my number. You guys can ping me and I'll send the link to everyone, or else I will send the group invite to LP doctors and then we can share all the links there. 1 second. I'll send my number.
Yes, it would be the best, like for you also convenient if you could just send the link in the group itself, the LP group, the link of the LP group, and we'll send it to like the other doctors who are asking. That'll be convenient for you.
Yeah. I've sent my number. I think you guys can see my number.
If there are any questions, like, can we just write you a message?
What's that?
Yeah, with the number you sent.
Get your
Like when we have some questions later through the process,
yeah,
can
sure,
we?
sir, sure. You can write me. You can write me directly, or you can write on the group also. We are always there to answer the questions. 1 second,
Super.
17,
Yeah, fill in that.
Mahesh, I don't have an idea about the 17 PA. I don't have a clear idea about that. Sorry, because I'm hearing it for the first time. No? 17A. Sorry. So
Hello. I wanted to ask,
yeah.
like, if for the deficit beside, do we need to get our experience certificates also attested?
No,
Like,
sir. No, not
do
needed.
we,
Not needed.
uh, the experience certificates are not required for the deficit beside?
It's not mandatory, sir. If you have, you can produce it, but it's not mandatory. Because people
Okay.
without
So we,
experience are coming to Germany, they don't have any experience, they don't ask for that. So it's not mandatory.
but if we have, do we need to get them attested, or is it fine without them?
I would suggest you can wait, and then probably when you want to get it attested, you can attest it from Ausland Behörde in Germany. It's not going to cost that
In
much. It's like
Germany itself,
13
like,
euros.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the experience certificates are needed only after we have cleared the KP and we are looking for a job.
Yeah.
And it's not needed during the pathway from the deficit beside until the KP
Till
exam.
now, my experience certificate, I haven't used it till now. I didn't have to use it till now. I didn't have the requirement to use it till now.
So we can start the process for deficit beside like with the university documents itself only.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
So
Is there any
for deficit beside process, can we do with our provisional certificate?
I don't think it will work also. For deficit visit, must have a permanent certificate.
We need
This
a degree.
internship, because internship plays an important role in deficit visit, because that's where we are telling that we have practiced here in India as a doctor, and we have done a fish practicum internship. So this practicum, that's very important, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Sir,
I think
can
internship and the medical registration as well, both are needed, right?
Yeah. Medical registration and yeah, definitely.
Besides NR and Bayern, there any preferred state you would like to suggest?
NRV, I can say anything, sir. But other states, I won't be able to comment because I haven't been there personally, and the experiences are very, very random, very different from people to people. It varies. It also depends on how people are approaching, how they are taking it, and all these things. So it'll be very difficult for me to say a particular state is good and all those things. Yeah.
Because nowadays NRO and Bayern are bombarded with lots of applications. That's why I'm considering.
Yes, sir. DB is necessary for a visa. Without DB, they won't be able to give us a visa. DB is necessary for visa.
And so, like, there were three that were recommended, like, for me personally, Bayern, Sachsen-Anhalt, and Mecklenburg. But I've not been able to find information of Mecklenburg anywhere. Do you have any idea about it?
Yeah. This is where this unsplash partner comes to. You can ask them, I want to go to Mecklenburg. I'm not getting information. Where is the reliable source of information where I can find? They will suggest.
बड़े केयरफुल रहिएगा, ये टूट सकता है, आपको पता है.
Okay, cool.
When do we contact the unsplash partner? Like, have
Yes, sir.
started.
This is Make It in Germany, Bundesagentur für Arbeit, and all these things. Make It in Germany, Bureaucratic, yeah, and all those things. I'll put up the websites. You can message me. I can send the links also, or else I can put it up in the group also one more time. But definitely, yeah, there we need to go there. We need to register ourselves, and then they'll be sending us a mail asking us to fill something.
अब खाना नहीं है.
And
Sorry,
then
sir.
they will contact us.
Could you please repeat? There is some noise in the background.
अब खाना नहीं है बेटा, तुम चाहिए.
So should I repeat it one more time?
Yeah, please. There was some noise I could not hear.
Yeah, no problem. We have to contact these websites. People will send us some documents where we have to fill them and send them back. It's like a curriculum and all those things, and why we are coming to Germany and all these things. And then they will start contacting us. That's with us. We can also make a video call with them. We can also make a Zoom call with them. We can also call them. They will give us appointments. And during this time, we can particularly talk. We can particularly talk with them. We can ask what we need, what we further, what doubts we have. It will be like a webinar. More. Yeah.
Okay. Do we need to submit any document with them as well, or just fill the form which they give?
Fill the form, sir. They won't be asking any proofs. For all they ask, also we can just send a photo of the proof. Yeah.
Sorry, which photo?
Any documents they're asking, you can just send a photo of the document, PDF or photo. That's all.
Okay. But they will be like. Okay, they don't have any prerequisite like
No.
these documents you have to submit
We have to
beforehand.
No,
Like
sir, no,
when it will be like when they ask, we have to give only then only.
Yeah, they ask.
Yeah, got it. Thank you, Dr. Ganesh. Like you have answered like all the questions like patiently. It's very much
I'm glad to help.
appreciated.
I'm glad to help. If you guys have further questions, also you can definitely ask me. You can also put it on the book. We'll
Yeah,
be able to
sure.
answer with whatever knowledge we have. Yeah.
If I will definitely get in touch with you.
Please, what?
Sure. Thank you. I will try to get in touch with you if I have any doubt.
Sure.
Like if you don't
My
mind.
pleasure. My pleasure. I thank you all. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
I think I've answered all the questions.
It's good to
If you
have
guys
So
have
just
further
one
questions also, I
question before going.
Yeah.
Just one question. Sorry for that. That I've heard that like for Bayern itself, I've heard that people don't easily get BAM funded courses. So what they do, they go into that because to get a BAM funded one, you have to be in the radius. I think some radius of the city, but it's very difficult to get accommodation in, for example, Munich. So what they do is they stay there for a bit and then they like what is the and then they go to some other city which is like accommodation is easier to get and less expensive. Like, what is that route? How can one do that? Like,
I'm not exactly aware of this, ma'am, with this radius things and all those things. I think you need to be the city, that thing must be there. But I don't know which radius and all those things, because I also had friends who have been coming from other cities to my course with funding. With funding, it's BAM funding. They have been traveling through trains and coming to my course. So I'm not exactly aware about this radius things. I think you can talk with the institution about them. The institution will know more, because you can ask them, should I be in this city for getting a BAM fund? You can ask this. If they say no, it's not mandatory, then you can stay anywhere. Probably if they say yeah, this is the requirement, then you have to complain.
correct, got it. And just one personal question I have, it might seem odd, but I don't have anybody in Germany, but I have a Masi in Switzerland that I can go to. So I was thinking, since the delays, visa delays are such, so waiting for 16D is like some people are waiting for 6-8 months. Like, can I go there and do all my things from there? But somebody suggested me that you need a city registration of Germany first. So is there like a
Yeah,
route where I can start some, like, do my process from there? From Switzerland itself, it's very close to Bayern where they live.
yeah, ma'am. Yeah, but I wouldn't suggest going to Switzerland. It's going to get complicated, ma'am. Everything is going to get complicated. Once you're going in another, people like us won't be able to give a clear cut idea or a clear cut suggestion of what to do next. So if it's going to change everything, you must think on that also. If you are very much aware of this route and how it's going to function and all those things, then okay, then you can definitely go ahead. But the thing is, like, going in a different path is going to help us, render us helpless. You won't be able to help through critical thing. That's the problem.
ठीक है पापा
Correct.
बताएंगे आप क्या करना है
Right, right. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. We're really thankful. Really appreciate your time and your energy for this.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you so much.
My pleasure. My pleasure. You guys can ping me anytime. I'll definitely answer when I get free
ये
time.
जाएगा
Sure.
रुके
And
आप
all for coming. Thank you.
सोच नहीं है पापा को कैसे आप हेल्प
Yeah.
कर सकते हैं रुके 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 रुके
Okay. Thank you all. And you can start leaving.
ई रेजिस्टमेंट
Last. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much.
डन
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you,
हो
Dr.
गया
Ganesh. Thank
छोड़
you.
छोड़ छोड़ कर दिया मैंने बेटा हो गया
Thank you.
हो गया छोड़ दिया डन ये मेरे बेटे ने हेल्प कर दिया नहीं हो गया बेटा ज्यादा हो जाएगा चलिए बंद कर दीजिए अब आउच हो जाएगा पापा का बंद कर दीजिए danke अब इसमें डालिएगा रुकिए पापा दे रहे हैं आपको आई आप ये डालिएगा फिर हम लोग ये करेंगे अच्छा क्या करना है हाँ आई करना है बाबू को पापा दे रहे हैं अरे ये तो ऑलरेडी है हम लोग के पास ये क्या हो गया ओ इसको ब्लूम हो गया